What's up, everybody? It's Isaac from Isaac the Lich, and we've got Trey Blowski here.
Hi. I got my license, everybody.
Yay, great job for Trey.
And I turned 26 Monday.
Snow. This isn't normal.
The Lich is currently asleep, so Trey is going to be subbing in for him.
She's freaked out by snow on a mountain on an island?
I guess so. Well, I mean, it is supposed to be close to Japan, and during summer, so...
Come here.
Get off! Let go!
Cruel and unusual.
Damn! How many are there?
You're on fire. It's like there's a gun going off right in my ear. Did you just get shot in the eye?
Well, he shot me in the face, I shot him in the face.
Why do I have a feeling if we ever did a playthrough of Wolfenstein New Order, we would have this exact conversation. Getting shot in the face again. Just like, I'm alright.
Yes, bring a pickaxe to a gunfight.
Spray paints in black and in the shadows holding like guns. Well, you sure walked this stuff off pretty easy.
Well, I mean, it is a video game. If this was reality...
Stop her! Damn it! Over there! Got a weapon!
If it was reality, it'd be Dark Souls and this computer would be broken. Is it a tape measure? Or a communicator or something on her back?
That's a radio, yes.
It looked, I don't know, for a minute it just looked like she had some kind of point marker on her butt. It's like, ooh.
Away from the tower! Can't see her!
At least it's not like one of those games where if you take damage from certain things, you can actually see it, like if you get struck with arrows. I wish I had recorded it, but I actually did die in Skyrim with an arrow in the knee. I'm serious.
Still alive! Get the big guy out here!
It is amazing how much that is held up. Considering that's a crossbow made from, I think, twigs and shoelaces.
Not a crossbow, but it is a longbow.
It's the thing that shoots the arrows. It's festive, it's November, there's snow, it's Christmas Eve.
Out of the way! She's low!
I am humongous.
Okay, focus. You can do this.
You're gonna die! Coming for you!
Is that an airplane door he turned into a shield? suit.
I think she's reloading.
Well, that was a disappointing mini-boss.
Still alive.
What was that?
A rat.
That's a big rat.
Must have imported them from New York. Zing!
God, the rad rats weren't that big. Wait, there weren't any rad rats.
Ooh, we got a treasure.
Some kind of soldier's identity tags. I don't recognize the kanji. Were these used during World War II?
I mean, possibly, but probably not.
Ankles are destroyed.
Maybe not. You never know.
I think if you ever did any of the Arkham games, that would probably just be my little counter every time I was in an episode. Ankles destroyed. Ankles destroyed. Ankles destroyed. Did you just walk into fire?
Kind of.
Lara Croft, badass adventurer. Never fully comprehended fire bad.
Okay, here goes.
Time to climb up a rickety-ass 80-plus-year-old radio tower that somehow is still working.
Well, it's no different than those relay towers in Far Cry 3. I swear to God, it's like for story purposes, you can't get rid of all the pirates on the island. Damn if I didn't try.
Even after you killed Voss.
Doesn't the whole thing have like a virtual reality twist or something?
There is a virtual reality for the second one. And you're talking about Tomb Raider. I don't know about Fallout 3. Or not Fallout. Far Cry 3. I only played like the one Far Cry game, which is Far Cry 5.
Oh. Isn't there one where you fight? Isn't there one with cavemen?
That's Far Cry Primal.
Dang, if I could afford one of them high-end consoles, I'd probably try to play that. Money's tough, kids.
It certainly can be.
Okay. The tower should boost the signal from the transmitter.
Okay.
Alright, find the emergency channel and get a clear signal on your radio before you broadcast the SOS. Hey. We got everything crossed for you down here, LC.
Thank you.
Identify your situation and locate your coordinates. Stand by for the response. You're tuned broadcast response system. Please
Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the Endurance. We are stranded on an island in the Dragon's Triangle. We need help and medical supplies. Please respond. Come on. Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the Endurance.
This is aircraft Nautilus 177 Alpha. Searching for you since the distress call from your vessel. Almost given up hope.
So had we.
Got your approximate position. We could sure use a visual.
I'll figure something out.
Be heading your way soon. Out.
That dude is happy.
But we're still not even through the game, right?
Nope.
Hey, you know, Reyes actually just cracked a smile.
What happened? Does the rescue get botched, or does it just take a while for it to get here?
I'm not saying anything. You have to play the game with me or watch the videos. Then again, you know, this game has been out for a long time.
Someday I'm gonna be in that chair.
Perhaps someday. Perhaps someday you will.
Yeah, but it has to be when you guys have an open game spot. And are playing something that it's okay if there's maybe a couple... There's maybe a gap between episodes.
Fuel tanks.
Now, here's the thing.
Need to find a way to light this fuel.
She's like, fuel tanks, but here's the question.
What are they fueling?
Well, not only that, but...
Where'd they get it?
Not even that. It's also the fact of how good is that gas, considering it's been here for... Again, another 80 years.
This should do the trick.
Are there any chickens on this island?
Time to run.
My computer didn't even try to play GTA 5.
There it is.
Japanese spirit?
Let's stop Japanese Empress.
But I figure I might as well, even if I can't play the game, I'd still buy it while it's on sale, because that's the lowest it's ever going to be. Because GTA Online always means it's going to be constantly updating. Literally, the only way the price would go down is if they make Grand Theft Auto 6, and that's not going to happen.
I'd never say never.
The pilot.
Never, never, never,
Have to
never,
get to
never,
him.
never, never.
Sean Connery can tell you, never say never. Because there was a time that Sean Connery did say that he would never play James Bond again. And then literally the next movie where he actually played James Bond, the actual name of it was Never Say Never. And reportedly it comes from his wife. Or his wife at the time. I don't know if they're still married, considering, you know, Hollywood.
I don't even know if he's still alive.
Sean Connery?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The old boy is still alive. He's still wetting girls' panties, even though he's like 80-something.
I think I remember somewhere there was a movie that cast him for a role that his accent didn't fit. So
instead of just standing there, Laura, you could have popped one in the guy's head.
So they literally just said, oh, well, his character was so worldly, he just kind of got this amalgamated accent, and that's why he talks like that.
You know, you could have been doing that to save the pilot earlier, Lara.
Well, you know the script.
Screw the script. That would have actually been more realistic. This guy that's trying to save my life is about to die. I'm gonna shoot the Mother Hubbard trying to stab him.
I can't get it out of my head. A storm that came out of nowhere, out of the clear sky, and brought
Sorry
down the plane.
if my rants are disturbing people.
No,
it's more
not
on...
rational, Lara. There must be some explanation. I just don't know what it is yet.
But that's kind of my point of, you know, just the simple simplicity of it too. These people are literally trying to kill me. I am not going to do anything that will potentially hinder these guys trying to kill the folks trying to rescue me.
Lara, what the hell happened?
This storm, it came out of nowhere. These clouds, they just surrounded the plane.
Lara, listen. I saw the crash from here, so you must be close to my position. Just get back here safe.
All right. On my way.
Not even going to mention the fact that I literally allowed the pilot to get stabbed to death.
Oh, it wasn't.
There's an intruder! Over here! Got an angle on him!
I'm good at this. Kind of reminded me of the part in the Deadpool game where you're cut in half and you're on top of some dude's head and you're having to fire while he's running around with his head inside your intestines.
Disney Channel, this is not.
But you can't spell Disney without Isaac.
At this point, I'd rather not have to deal with Disney. Mickey the Destroyer franchises can stay far away from me.
It's actually, that actually reminded me of a joke I heard on Family Guy where they were like doing a focus group and they said that Disney bought Fox, but eventually Disney will be bought by Netflix and Netflix will be bought by Pornhub. I have never heard of that website. I am a good boy.
Oh crap. You just said its name.
Oh, because I was quoting the thing.
Bull crap.
That looks like a good spot to hook into.
It's not that bad. At least it wasn't like when Steam Train first started and the dude running that kept telling people about a video of a dude sticking his thing in an ant hole.
Ugh. Why anyone would be possessed to do that is a whole nother mystery in of itself.
Well, there are people who apparently like to do that. So I think there was a video on Vice about a dude who, like, did that with a jar of worms. This is definitely one of my more interesting guest appearances. This is up there with, like, the first time I appeared in, like, in an episode of Hyperdimension Neptunia. Is like, this, what is going on? This is the guy who just kind of shows up.
Every now and again, yeah. Gonna meander on through this cave. Whee! Hopefully there's no giant holes for me to fall in.
I'm really glad you moved.
You and me both, girl.
One moment they were fine, the next, there was this storm. It came out of nowhere.
It's not your fault, Lara.
I
mean, it
them
kind
here,
of
Ross.
is.
Find another way.
Mayday, mayday. This is co-pilot Jessica Bear.
Another pilot.
177A.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, badly hurt when I landed and need urgent aid. Is anyone there?
Captain Jessup, do you read?
I've deployed a smoke signal. Please
Damn it, he can't hear me.
Well, that explains where
I have
that
to
red
get
cloud
to
came
him.
from.
The signal's
Blue
just over
cloud
there.
came
We've got our
from.
own people to worry about. We'll need to regroup as soon as they find Sam.
I can't just leave him out there alone. I need to get to him.
Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices, Lara. You can't save everyone.
I know about sacrifice.
I feel like this is a recurring theme in the
You
game.
know about loss. Sacrifice is a choice you make. Loss is a choice made for you.
I can't choose to let him die, Ross.
That's why I think, I think if you guys ever do Postal 2, you should let me make a thumbnail for that, and the title should be the most controversial INL episode
Ain't
ever.
gonna find anyone up here. You're probably right, but we got orders.
We won't find anyone. You immediately get shot in the face.
Probably just the wind.
Well, I mean, if you guys were nicer about what you were doing instead of trying to, murder everyone who shows up on your island.
Anyone out there? Ross?
I'm here, Reyes. What's your situation?
We followed a kind of mortar and pestle, probably used for preparing medicinal herbs.
No way you're carrying that with you.
Nope.
This place is insane, Rob. What the hell are they doing here?
I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. Any sign of Sam or
Kill
women?
the bunny.
Nothing yet. Are you with Lara?
Yes. We'll be heading down the mountain soon to meet up with you.
Okay. We'll try to get in a bit closer. Keep this channel open.
Don't hurt the bunnies.
Kill bunnies.
What do you have against them? Oh, come on, dude. You went the pacifist route in Undertale. You're gonna kill a bunny? You did go pacifist, right?
Yeah. Well, I went pacifist. I was going pacifist. I haven't played that in ever. I did one episode of that, and I have not done anything with that since.
I could pick that one up for you if you want. I can do so. I mean, after all, I think enough time has passed, it won't be the most divisive thing on the internet. It used to. People used to get really mad if you deviated.
Deviated from what?
If you did a genocide route. Or you did a neutral route.
So what is neutral route?
You kill the random enemies, but you spare the key players. Leave the chickens alone. This ain't Skyrim. You could go to jail.
Chicken.
Stop it.
Good dinner.
You know what else is a good dinner? Bugs.
No. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It reminds me, I need to send you this meme if I find it again. It was literally this woman was like doing like the food porn where you show off something you're eating. It's these pieces of chicken, they're still pink. I just tried these rare chicken strips and they're good.
Why does this sound like a really bad plan?
Oh, it's immediately followed by a picture of Gordon Ramsay screaming, "That's bloody raw." Oh, man.
I mean, he wouldn't be wrong.
Says something about my age when I still love to read fail pages.
What? Fail pages are good?
It's just... I think the most disturbing one I read was from a site called epicfail.com. Why am I doing this? I feel like I'm just ruining this by telling these horrible things.
Not really. I mean, that's pretty much what we're doing here.
I mean, it was literally a dude put an ad on Craigslist to ask if anybody was willing to come over to his place and help him JO on his model train set.
Wait, what?
Yes, that was what he apparently was asking people to do. It's like, yeah, like, come on, we can JO model train set. You can stomp around and pretend you're a monster. Mutual touching is allowed, but I am not gay. It's like, wait, you want people to do that? You want a guy to do that in front of you on model trains? I'm not sure.
I think if you're doing that, you're well beyond the "I'm not gay" button.
Yeah, he's just curious. It's just that's just the impact some of these horrible memes I stumble upon. I stumble upon half this weird stuff.
Stumble?
Yeah. Other times I'm thinking, oh, bestgore.com. This can't be that bad. Oh my god. You just see all these stories about these accidents and things that happen. Well, thank God I live in America. And now I have friends who live in other countries, and I get scared to death anytime I hear about headlines.
I don't know. These days it'd be arguable whether or not America's much better than anywhere else. I mean, we have our ups and downs.
I mean, if you ever have 4 hours to kill, a video I can recommend to you is from a channel called Lasagna Cat, called Sex Survey Results.
It sounds very wrong and very weird.
It's 4 hours of a dude in a bad Garfield costume answering a door while pre-recorded messages of people talk about how many sexual partners they've had.
Baby, I don't even know how to begin this, so
And
I'll
it
just
just
come
gets-
right out with it.
And let's just say something amazing happens at when it gets to the end of the 4 hours. And I think Jim Davis would be proud to see it. I mean, mean, he's probably proud of Gorefield, even though he had nothing to do with that. Pain tolerance. Well, you've already been able to walk away from explosions and guns without dying.
Now you shall do it even better.
Guess I'm gonna shoot that tree. Or the classic he said, when I watch a movie and there's an underwater scene, I hold my breath to see if I would have lasted longer than the person in the movie. I almost died during Finding Nemo. I really am surprised, like, you know, the faith-based people who are like Asylum, but it's for Christian stuff. I really am surprised they never actually did like a thing of Finding Nemo, but it's about two Christian scuba divers and it's called Finding Jesus.
Well, I mean, wouldn't have been it's not exactly something good. Well, kind of think of it, yeah, I'm pretty surprised myself, to be honest. Considering that we get
Sunday school musical.
No, not only that, but knockoffs and religious knockoffs of pretty much every popular IP out there. Which, I mean,
Bible man. He's a man, and he's got the Bible. He's Bible man. You know, I bet you'd like Scribble Knots.
Scribble what now?
Scribble Knots. Basically, you write words, items, and stuff into a magic notepad, and it makes them appear if you write adjectives. Like, I remember this old guy said he wanted to see the ocean, so I made him a boat. And then I right-clicked and added the adjective, and I made him blind. There's no reaction. I thought that was pretty cruel. In hindsight.
You vile man.
I learned the hard way. Never, ever, ever make anything zombie, because that thing is contagious. It's also just adorable. I think I have Psychonauts, actually, on Steam. I can't remember. Because there was like a Double Fine sale a couple years ago. So it's Grim Fandango, Brutal Legend, and I actually got Brutal Legend confused with Team Fortress 2 at one point. And that's mainly because all I saw was the main dude, and he's this big guy with giant hands. Which kind of sums up most of the people in Team Fortress 2. I mean, I tinkered with the Source filmmakers, so I kind of waded in the kind of crazy community they have there. Including the Nude Fortress mod. Remember, this is a team of all guys.
Okay.
And you get to play a mod where they're all naked. And all hung like horses, apparently. And I'm like, who wants this? Why is this here?
Some very sexually repressed individuals who have nothing better to do with their evening, apparently.
But enough about Linkara.
Really?
What was that? Is that fruit hanging too low?
Just a little.
Actually, I'm pretty sure don't know if the audience would even know who that was. Like, who is? It's like, who is Linkara? What? He's into what?
Well, I'm sure people know. It's just,
in hindsight, it does make it really funny how puritanical he gets about stuff, about sexualized stuff in comic book, and it's like, dude, you were once into something simply called Dead Muppet Gangbang. You're in no position to critique a picture of a woman in a bikini. That's just one of those things. Is like, what? Oh, that's the curse. That is the curse of the Dead Muppet Gangbang. Oh God, this is
oh, trust me, it probably had nothing to do with...
Maybe that should be the new hashtag instead of butt implants.
How about no? I already have enough trouble trying to get this channel demonetized. I don't want more, thank you.
Oh, wait, have people actually been trying to share hashtag butt implants?
No.
Aww. There's a... Yeah, you know what's really weird is my computer can't even play Baldi's Basics without lagging.
What year is this computer?
2013.
And again, isn't it like something that your parents gave you because you...
They got it from Dan's Pawn.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody tweet about this. I didn't think this was real, that they actually made toys based off the game Baldi's Basics. They did. I saw them at Target.
Somehow that wouldn't surprise me.
We're literally making toys based off spit posts, ladies and gentlemen.
Human society.
I'm still waiting for those talking...
There's the signal.
I'm still waiting for those talking Tourette's guy plushies. You know, it's basically like a little teddy bear with a neck brace.
Yeah.
And when you hug it, it's like, oh, Bob Saget! That dude makes me laugh. It's like,
maybe you should start praying to Joe Pesci.
Gotta get back. Shut up and let me finish.
You died while taking a piss.
Ew. Yeah, you took a weapon with... Ugh.
Ooh, a secret tomb.
What?
For a second there, I thought it was the Lich sighing over there.
Ugh, why are these rocks so shiny?
They're wet.
There's no water in here.
You would be surprised.
This is getting narrow.
Indeed.
My claustrophobia is setting in.
And we are first. And now there is more space. Here you go.
I don't think you can go across here.
This was once part of Yamatai.
Oh yes, you can.
It's highly recommended that you don't. So, speaking of current events, did you all see that new Sonic redesign?
I have not.
It looks like Sonic. It looks like Sonic. That's all I can really say. Oh, and Christian Weston Chandler said that Sonichu is his son.
To the creator of Sonichu in ages?
I know that he maced somebody at GameStop.
What now?
Back when Sonic Boom first came out, the video game, he was mad because they redesigned Sonic's arms.
The time was just right.
So he knocked over a display, and on the way out, he maced some dude. Actually, he transitioned, so on the way out, she maced some dude. I mean, the guy is insane.
Well, it says he is the thing.
I think the only guy crazier was like that Temple OS dude.
The Google?
He made this Commodore 64 operating system. He was also just totally insane. He thought the CIA was after him.
Which, let's be honest, if any secret organization or government could really after you,
The time was just right.
it's just like how.
nailed it.
Ah, there we go.
Time was just right.
I bet it's nice and cool in there.
Beautiful. Was this part of a larger complex of ruins?
Probably.
Who are you? More importantly, who is she talking to?
Herself. It's actually an sign of intelligence to talk to yourself under your breath. As long as you don't ask a question and answer yourself. Then you're just plain crazy.
See, I told you it was normal. What? I didn't say anything.
Ha 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 ha.
Who lit these candles? Oh. I mean, look at that. I just would love to stand right there.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would, Doctor.
Oh, and now at hardened tier number 2. You okay, Trey?
Yeah. Did you know ketchup darkens as it ages?
Yep. It is tomatoes, after all.
It is time for me to leave this accursed island. I have seen enough of Yamatai. I cannot explain the power the Sun Queen wields, but it is not of this earthly plane. As I suspected, she knew my intent the moment I set foot on this island. She has manipulated me, toyed with me to see what information I would seek. But she always knew. If I am allowed to leave this place alive, I must warn my lord, warn him that we should avoid Yamatai at all costs. If we wish access to her seas, we should pay any tribute she requires. But we should never cross the Sun Queen. To do so would lead to our ruin. Of the other things I have seen, those dark horrors, I can never speak of again.
It's still edible.
Depend on how old it is.
I used some like ketchup that was practically brown, and it was like really good.
And you really shouldn't have. So odds there, you probably should have got some food poisoning doing that.
I have to get over there.
Uh-oh. Really, Trey?
Captain Jessup!
Where did he go?
Hey, Lara. Roth told us about the plane. Don't worry, there's got to be another way off this rock, right?
I hope so. Any sign of Sam?
We tracked her to some old Japanese palace.
I don't like the sound
What
of
are
that.
those tomatoes?
Hey, don't worry. She's probably just sightseeing.
You're a terrible liar, Alex. You have to be careful in there. Good luck. I can't do that now. These ruins predate the Kofun period.
What in the world is,
Pilgrimage.
what the hell is a Kofun period? I'll have to look that up later.
A queen.
It's when you cough a lot.
Himeko?
No, it's a period of Japanese history.
But I coughed a lot.
No.
Incredible.
Captain Jessup? Captain Jessup?
I think I need to find somewhere else to sit. For Lich's
Oh my
sake.
god!
For a child, you've caused me a great deal of trouble. But you're just as naive and predictable. Kill her!
Theoni! The Guardians are here!
Come on, get out!
Speaking Japanese. We don't even get to hear what Japanese are saying? Really? Come on, Square Enix. And we're tied up like this again.
Hey, coincidentally, they didn't strip or flay you.
And there went my back.
But at least you've got all that meat you can eat.
Sure, if you want any number of cannibalistic diseases.
What's happening here?
Well, obviously, that's why all these bodies are here. I didn't expect there to be anything supernatural in this.
There's supernatural stuff in all of the Tomb Raider games.
Or maybe that's not supernatural, that's just a dude.
A 20-foot tall dude with a giant club the size of a human being.
It exists.
No, they don't. The dude himself is literally the size of a bus. I'd love to see the car they would make for that.
Just whatever one they make for Shaquille O'Neal. He's a big guy.
Not anywhere close as big as that was. Bunch of Japanese military guys skewered with arrows.
I hope this thing still works.
Of course it still works. It's TV.
I heard something below. The Guardians will kill her. Let's get the fuck out of here before they find us.
They're looking for me.
They're giant monster men. We still need to.
Did she just get a new bow magically?
I hate tombs.
Oh, the irony. After all, this is supposed.
Sun Queen and her storm guard.
This is retconned to be like the first adventure she went on, right?
Yep. This series was the entire reboot.
Fast Sun Queen. This is Yamatai. And you're really here. And really, really dead.
What? I would think I'd hope so.
This is incredible. This looks like some kind of fire ritual. A sacrificial ritual. Horrible. But why were the women burned like that? A journey, a pilgrimage to... Is that this monastery? Pouring water. But why? And there you are, Queen. Wait. It's not pouring water, it's transferring power. This is an ascension ritual. It's how you chose your successor. Oh no.
Yes, come at me with... And this is why a shotgun is king of close quarters.
So we gotta drink some water?
No.
Hey, what the hell's going on down
How is that thing?
Nothing at all.
It's a big, giant, angry monster. And once you're dead, let's move.
The Guardians can have her. Get the hell out of here now.
Okay, wait. Now what's holding the gate? Shit! They're here! Hey, what's going on? Come back! Don't leave us, you coward! Come back!
He's a coward and his subtitles were yellow.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would call him a coward, though. Probably the smartest one in the group.
Couples counselor went over this. We don't have to solve all our problems by shooting.
Aha, but that's where you're wrong. Everything is solved by guns.
What about gun violence?
Also solved by guns, surprisingly enough. As I think a whole bunch of people do it. No! But we have to take guns away from people. Yes, and how do you propose you're going to do that? You're going to have guns to take the guns.
I'm just saying, when you shot that door, it made the bridge fall apart.
Can't get this thing open. Forget it. I need to break. Look out! She's here! It's no good. Take her out! Someone get her out! Kill the dog! Someone get around her!
Someone get around her. Don't think you want that.
The way out of here was right below them.
Yeah, trust us. You'll get really bored being forced to look at her butt the entire game.
What about butt?
That bell should do it.
Is that a bell?
Yep. You have to try and figure out how to...
Shades!
Let the wind on through.
Let the wind in. Let the wind in. The wind blowing. all the hippies now. Myself, I almost started shouting because I thought we really were in a big windstorm for a second.
Close one of these for a second. That way we can get to the bell to do what we want. Onward, little ring-a-ding-ding thing. Crashing.
Up there! She's on the second floor!
Hold on.
None. Of course you know. Shotgun blast.
She's shooting!
Us.
Shit! I've got to get out of here.
Well, if you didn't spend so much time trying to kill me. Now, just a thought. The best films are not the most upfront. They're sneaky.
Quick! Open your arm flaps and fly! Oh wait, she's too young.
She doesn't have arm flaps.
Yeah, that's why I said she's too young.
That's too athletic.
I think somebody like her would probably age gracefully.
Well, I mean, she is wealthy, so the rich do tend to have access to medicines that most of us don't.
Didn't they make a movie based on this version?
Think so.
Name and Lich at the box office. Speaking of box office, there is one great thing we got out of Terminator Dark Fate. A really cool DLC character from Mortal Kombat 10.
That was about the only thing.
Hello?
And you know the messed up thing?
What?
Sam!
I actually watched what the ending for it is.
Oh god, Lara!
It is a better ending for the franchise than the last 3 times they've tried to end it.
No, I just managed to steal this radio off a guard.
A guard?
I've been kidnapped.
What? Where are you?
I don't know. Some old Japanese palace. They keep talking about a fire ritual. Lara, I'm fucking terrified. Shit, someone's coming.
We really didn't need to know about you and Terrified's relationship.
What now?
Fire ritual.
She said she was oofing terrified. Terrified from Nebraska.
Are you there?
I'm heading towards the palace. The others being held there too.
I'll catch up to you and we can go in together.
I think now's a good point to start.
What were those things in the monastery? They were dressed like the Storm Guard, and the sounds they made almost inhuman. Shit, just listen to yourself, Lara. You sound like Dad.
Geez, like they're not
It's
human
like
or something.
They're the remnants of some lost civilization. Okay, now I really sound like Dad. All I know is they killed those men, and I have a feeling they wouldn't hesitate to kill me too. But I can't think about this now. Sam's in trouble, and I've got to get her back. She's counting on me.
Well, And anyway, guys, I hope to see you next time. Stay safe out there, and please, stop by and watch again sometime.